Hello and welcome to the GoNoGo show. I am Adam, your host, and this is my esteemed colleague and co-host, Nizam, as I affectionately call him, Niz.
Aw.
He means so much.
You said it. He said it right too. Good job, man.
Up top.
Yeah, I had a little Facebook rant about it. People were calling me Niz. It's terrible.
Yeah.
So you know what? I noticed we got a few new followers now, man, on the Twitter account.
Little by little.
What is it again? It's hashtag.
Well, the Twitter account is at GoNoGo show, and we hashtag GoNoGo.
GoNoGo.
So,
Yes, we have a couple new followers. Thanks for that. And we also have the Instagram, which is at GoNoGo Movie Reviews.
All one word.
All one word.
Absolutely. Thank you for following that one as well.
Great following there, and we're hashtagging and tagging and on Facebook. So check us out on Facebook. Yep. We love all the posts you guys, all the love you guys show. You know, any requests, any suggestions, please throw all that stuff in there.
Which I got called out once on one of mine, on one of the reviews I posted. Somebody asked, "How come you don't review horror movies that often?"
Because they're scary.
I know. I was like, "Oh man, I just got called out and I gotta go." I used to try to avoid them until I was like home safe, because when you're in the theater, it's kind of tough, you know, to be like a 200-pound, 6'1" guy screaming like a little girl. And I got called out, so I'll get on that, guys. I'm sorry.
What do we got? We got Deliver Us from Evil coming up, right?
Yeah, Deliver Us from Evil is coming up.
Yeah,
so
that looks scary as.
You might have to come with me. I think I need you to hold my hand in that one.
we gotta lock it up.
Yeah, we gotta lock it up. Exactly.
All right, what we got going on today?
Today we have the Jersey Boys, Clint Eastwood's Jersey Boys. We have Think Like a Man 2, and Transformers: Age of Extinction. I'm sure many of you are really, really excited about that one. So that's our lineup for today.
All right, what are we gonna start with?
We're gonna start with Jersey Boys.
All right, let's do it. Let's check it out.
You want to hear the real story? I'm the one you want to talk to, Tommy DeVito. Wasn't for me, we all would have wound up with a bullet in our head.
Friends like that, you should change your name to Sinatra.
I'm gonna be as big as Sinatra.
I would love to introduce you to a new discovery of mine, Frankie Valli.
I heard them all, but I never heard a voice like Frankie Valli's. I know I need to write for this voice.
Frankie, the world is gonna hear that voice.
You want me to produce your songs? Find a name and a sound, and then we can make something happen.
Listen, we got something for you, all right?
Sherry.
Set up the 8-track. We're gonna double Frankie's voice. It's gonna explode right off the radio.
Is that a different sound? I love this record!
We do everything together.
How old are you?
Together or separately?
Big girls.
You got a success now. The records, the TV, the personal appearances.
You're just too good to be true.
Tommy's in a little trouble.
What is he's doing it?
Can't take my eyes.
Fact is, the trouble started long before that.
You'd be like heaven.
You got the voice, I got the songs. We make a partnership. I think Frankie would have cut Tommy loose right then. That's what you think? You're not from Jersey.
Can't take my eyes off of you.
Frankie, this is your time.
They asked her what was the high point. But 4 guys under a street lamp. First time we made that sound, our sound. That was the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, 4 Seasons!
Hey,
Yo.
So Jersey Boys.
Yeah.
What,
Jersey Boys.
Did you? I guess. Did you see that or?
No, I did. Unfortunately, I did. I'd hate to trash. So I'll let you start on this one.
Oh, I didn't like it.
No.
Nope.
No.
You know what? It's the acting I think was good. I think they sang, you know, and they definitely danced. You know, they were like
kind of robotic though.
Yeah, it was okay. It was just really okay. Like, coming off, like different biopics, like Ray was incredible, exciting. Like
Walk the Line.
Walk the Line was good. I think with Frankie Valli, he grew up in the hood, but everybody was looking out for him. He dodged a couple bullets.
Yeah.
He was just a good singer.
The voice can't be matched. That's absolutely true. And I heard the Broadway show, which I didn't have the pleasure of seeing yet. I heard the Broadway show is incredible. I've heard for years people have been begging me to see it because they're like, you would love it. It's so much fun, this and that. And that's what I went with someone who actually saw the Broadway show and said that's what this movie was missing. It was not fun. I love Clint Eastwood. I love him. He's a legend. I'm sorry, Clint, but I think you may have been the wrong person to make this movie because he's very brooding as a director. He makes dark tone films and dramatic and very heavy movies. So this is a success story. You want to go along for the ride of these guys' success from, like you said, from the ghetto to their rise to stardom. And I just did not have fun watching it. I mean, the music is great, but it's like, the drama was just so. It seemed like the Dewey Cox story. You ever see that movie, the Dewey Cox? It was a movie spoofing all the music movies. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like Dance Flick does for the dance movies.
Yeah.
It was that. And that's what this one felt like. It felt like these people just watched as many music bios as they could and tried to just replicate it. And it just seemed forced and it seemed unnatural.
Exactly. I feel like it just seemed forced. It's just like it was like they wanted you to care about Frankie Valli. They wanted you to get into his story, and just there was just no story there. Like it
was all over the place too. It's like, meanwhile this happened because 2 years earlier, and then the flashback in the middle of the movie. You're like, wait, what? Where are you taking me? Like, what's happening here?
And it wasn't they broke the fourth wall like a lot. Like I don't know. It's just, was it a bad movie? No, it was long.
It was much longer than it needed to be.
It was kind of boring at times.
It just wasn't fun. It wasn't fun.
It was missing something. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it was a good story, and
I noticed also, this is what happens when you take theater actors and put them in film. Because when you're in theater, they tell you, when you speak, when you sing, enunciate and speak to the old lady in the back row that can't hear. So that's what these people are doing. This is film. It's much different when you're on film because you have to, dial it back a little bit to make it more believable. But like when his wife, like we get it, she was a drinker, and when she when they got into a fight or whatever, and he's like, be a better father, she grabs a drink and she's like, every move she makes is like so dramatic. Like, I understand that translates well when you're in theater, but when you're in film, it just looks so just
forced.
Yeah, exactly, forced.
I think Walken, of course, put on a good show.
He's always
he's always good.
He's reliable.
And I think it wasn't a bad movie.
No,
it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
It was just like
something you could watch at home.
It was just boring. It's kind of cool. All the biopics are cool. Whatever biopic it is, it's always cool because you kind of get behind the scenes a little bit.
Of course,
on them,
but the true story behind it all.
Yeah, but and the thing is too, it's like it's not an auto biopic. It's not from Frankie Valli. Frankie Valli didn't write his story,
right.
So it's always kind of based on a true story,
True.
But
we take artistic liberties in certain points, which is fine.
Yeah.
To get the story more interesting. But the sad thing is, it didn't make the story more interesting.
Yeah.
I was still.
That's what it was. It just wasn't like an interesting story. There wasn't anything, surprising or I don't know.
Which isn't going to stop me from seeing the Broadway. I still want to see the Broadway show. I hear it's great, and I'm looking forward to it.
I would like to see it too. I'd like to see it too, but the movie I just think fell short. Definitely something to check out.
Mm-hmm.
I would say no go on a theater. That's a lot of money to you might be disappointed.
Yeah, especially with the slew of hits we have now in the summertime. It's just not worth the money. So I give it a no go as well.
Yeah,
I agree.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Wake up. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Next up we have Think Like a Man 2.
Think Like a Man 2.
Get our energy back.
Let's do it.
I'm in Las Vegas. From the casinos to the clubs, the pools, and the strip bars, it's the best place in the world for men and women to get their freak on.
Zeke the Freak! This man is a legend with the ladies.
I can only imagine.
Oh, baby, you ain't got to imagine. We got this on video. You don't want to see that? Zeke the Freak is back in town. I don't know that dude. I'm in the house.
And them still the #1 destination for couples to do the craziest thing of all, get married.
Mom! Are you in the adjoining suite?
Once the door closes, you can barely hear a thing.
Fortunately, Unfortunately, I arrived the only way a sane person should. I'm talking about Solo, people.
Hey, that Lambo okay right there, right? It's my car.
Let's go. This is your bachelor party. Next 24 hours, the boys will be with the boys.
And the girls with the girls.
In this battle of the sexes, I was determined to keep us ahead of the girls.
You're rolling with the pros.
Let's go! Girl, I must tell you, I sense something strange in my mind.
Floyd Money Mayweather!
For one blissful night, gentlemen, we are free from all of our obligations, all of our responsibilities. Oh, God! This ain't over, Randy.
Hey, Randy, I'm Bennett.
Bennett, get your ass on.
I don't know why women can't have just as much fun as the men.
Candace, meet Idris. Let's show him how it's done.
Oh,
You stole the boys' ride? Genius.
So where are they gonna get around?
I ordered a pimped out party bus with a stripper pole in it. Do we look like a group of guys who's gonna roll to a spot or something like this?
As a matter of fact, you do.
It's like Woodstock to the brand new villain. Bop to the music, psychedelic visit. My heart beat a cool.
This is Vegas!
Spark to a fire, then I flame that kiss it. Go hard in my brain. Command in the brain, gotta roll with the vision.
Kids!
That's what they do when a good time roll.
Are we in here right now? Let me do all the talking. No. I'm a season 1 holder of eyes. Have you seen it? No. Exactly, so you don't have the knowledge. Everybody listen up!
Think like a man, too.
It's too deep! I can't swim!
It's like finding Nemo with this dude. Should we help him?
Grab me!
Nah.
Yeah, I thought I don't, comedies in the summer for me, I don't know, but I like this one. I like this one. Kevin Hart he's on the top of his game right now.
Oh, of course.
I mean, he's got a great cast there with him. Michael Ealy's great. Terrence J. I didn't know really he was like an actor like that. I thought like the first one was kind of sort of like whatever, but he did okay. Yeah. Steve Harvey wasn't in this one, which was good. Like, I thought it was stupid. Like, you know, yes, he did write that book.
Right. There's only one book, though, right?
There's only one book. But like in the first one, remember, he was like, oh, so if you let the woman, you know, if the woman waits, you know, 90 days, and like he was like explaining the book and
sounded
stuff.
like him there. That was good.
Yeah.
Good impression.
Yeah. It was just it was. I thought that was kind of cheesy. I liked the first one, but I thought that like Steve like jumping in like.
Yeah.
So, ladies, you know,
this is
like,
also him trying to capitalize on his book. You know, like
right.
buy my book if you don't like the movie. You know, like one of those things.
I think he could have just made the movie like he did with this one. And I mean, the ladies are looking good. Taraji Henson's in this. Gabrielle Union, Lala Anthony. What's the other two? I can't.
Nia Long, wasn't she?
No, Nia Long wasn't in this.
She wasn't in this. I'm sorry.
There's one more black chick, and then there's a white girl. I think she was in Bridesmaids, and I mean.
Oh, I know the one from Reno 911.
Yeah.
She is hilarious.
Yeah. So I mean, fellas, just go watch this for the ladies. They are looking good. The chick from Reno 911, like they hook her up, like she's looking good. Yeah,
she's in Hollywood, man. That's good.
But. Yeah, if you want to step away from the blockbusters,
the blockbusters,
the
blockbusters,
those, yeah. I was thinking boobs. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. What do you think?
Of course, I think you're right about the Kevin Hart thing. Now he's on the top of his game. He's front and center in the marketing in this, so you could tell that he's getting a lot of success, which kills me because he reminds me of a Dave Chappelle, where he's been around forever. Yeah. He's always been bit parts in movies like Scary Movie 3. He was like little hype man and stuff like that. Nobody really knew who he was. Like, oh, that's that funny dude with the high-pitched voice or whatever.
Yeah.
Then he did a couple of his stand-ups that he brought to the theaters, which debuted at #1. And then next thing you know, he's now not only a household name, but he's being bombarded with scripts and just being the front man now, which is great. And I love success stories like that. So if you're a Kevin Hart fan, you're obviously gonna like this movie. But yeah, it's good for a laugh. It's what it is.
What I really liked about this is to see black people on film, and it just to be not a black movie, but just a movie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like your stereotypical Vegas movie. They go to Vegas. They get crazy. Things get out of hand. It's your stereotypical Battle of the Sexes movie. All right, you got the groom.
Who could do it better?
Yeah, who could do it better in Vegas, you know? And it's just nice to see a film with black lead characters on there and it just be, there
Just
wasn't
be a movie, not like a Soul Plane.
Yeah,
where it's like,
it wasn't like, oh, he got a gun, and I ain't got no weapon, and just stupid.
Caricatures, basically.
Stereotypical, like like, oh, he's got a hoodie, like just it was just so nice to see
breath of fresh air.
Just a film, with black lead characters in it. So I'm definitely gonna give this a go. I thought it was really funny. And I don't want to give away too much.
Of course not.
But I'm gonna give it a go. If you want to get away from the blockbuster, big action explosion movies.
Yeah, it's a statistical fact that 80% of the movie-going public goes to the movies to laugh. So if you're having a rough day, rough week, or whatever, it is worth it. I give it a go as well. It's worth just going to have a laugh, and you're gonna. I bet you'll take a lot from the movie, what you and your friends have been through on your nights out and stuff like that, so you can relate to a lot of the whole situations, and it's just a good time.
Yeah, and it's really part 2 of 1. It's Think Like a Man 2, and it's just a continuation of the story. A lot of the same characters are in there, and it's a good continuation. It's a really great continuation of the movie. So, if you like that film, go check it out. And I said I'd give it a definite go.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
All right, so what do we got now?
Next up is the big one: Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Transformers. Let's check it out.
Yes.
Bring it up. All the way.
Dad, you can't keep spending money on junk.
I can break it down, strip it for parts. This stuff is what's going to put you through college. Something in here needs to make this family some money. Come on, you old wreck. Judgment Day. What the hell happened to you?
Look, it's not normal steel. I don't think it's a truck at all. I think we just found a transformer.
I'm gonna ask you this once. Where is Optimus Prime?
We got a rule about messing with people from Texas.
A new era has begun. The age of the Transformers is over.
Don't you get it? We don't need you anymore.
After my family.
That's your boy, man. That's your boy, Michael Bay.
Yeah, Michael Bay. Bayhem. If anyone doesn't know, there's a term in the business when there's a lot of action, a lot of explosions. It's not, and there's mayhem. Now it's called Bayhem. So this movie was just strictly Bayhem. My goodness, I think my ears are still ringing.
Yeah.
From the experience. But you tell me.
I don't know. I liked kind of the. This is. I feel like this is almost like a reboot because Crazy Shia LaBeouf is gone.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
I like how you said Crazy Shia LaBeouf. Yeah.
Because there was Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
And now there's Crazy Shia LaBeouf.
Insane. Yeah,
it's like there's Lindsay Lohan and then there's Crazy Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, you're kind of trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. How they're reintroducing the story.
Yeah, they're reintroducing the story, after X amount of time or whatever, and I thought it was really cool. The new Autobots or the other, there's like the Autobots, the Decepticons, and then like these other robots. They kind of didn't explain what that was, you know, and it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like it was kind of missing. It's missing a little something here, a little something there. It's missing a few ingredients because
I'd say more than a little.
and then Michael Bay was like, you know what? Let's do this. Boom! Throw an explosion on it. You know, bang, bang. You know, and so he covered it up.
When all
with
else
the
fails, just blow something up.
Yeah, he covered it up with the action. So I thought it was pretty. I like Wahlberg.
Of course, he's always reliable.
I don't know. I thought it was definitely super action. There was some not holes in the story. There just maybe not explain stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, there's just not much of a story to go with. I mean, it's like every other Transformers movie. I'd have to say. I mean, to tell you the truth, I wasn't a fan of the second one. When the second one came out, I thought it was like, what the heck? Like the first one was like revolutionary. I loved it. I was like, wow, this is amazing. Then the second one came out, and like, oh, they kind of like missing the point here. Now it's just all about, you know, cheap laughs and explosions. And then the third one was whatever it was. And then this one is actually making me like the second one more. You know, because it was, at least it was more fun.
Yeah.
Like the third one had that problem. They wanted to get more real and bring the tone down a little bit and show like the danger of it all, and you know, instead of just being funny, happy-go-lucky. But I kind of missed that in the last two pictures, because they try to be really serious, and it's just, how could you be really serious? You're with these, you know, 30-foot robots fighting each other, and it's complete ridiculousness. You have to check your brain at the door, enjoy yourself, you know, just make it more fun.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, the trailer for this movie I thought was better than the whole third movie. When I saw the trailer, I was like, whoa. But I don't think it delivered on what it promised in the trailer. I mean, there's a perfect thing. Robot Chicken, I don't know if you ever heard of the show, Robot Chicken. Seth Green has a show called Robot Chicken, and there's a little 7-second segment of him, like Michael Bay's next movie. It's like Michael Bay's explosions, and then you see explosions. Michael Bay explosions, Michael Bay explosions, Michael Bay explosions, explosions. Blah, blah, blah. Then it gets to the point where he just starts mumbling. Michael Bay explosions. It's just that's exactly what this movie felt like to me. It was a perfect depiction of what Michael Bay does, and Michael Bay did it very well in this one. It's just more explosions. And he blows up everything on screen, and he does. And if you think you missed something, no, I'm gonna blow that up too. But the special effects are impressive. I have to say they came a long way with it. So it's like, instead of like you see the cars flipping and exploding, you actually see the digital people. They put the people flying out the windshields or out the windows and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did notice that.
I thought that was cool.
That was kind of cool. In the beginning scene, like there's like the stunt or whatever, this crazy stunt, and you know, of course, like the main characters, like they execute it perfectly, and then like, you know, the bad guys or whatever try to execute it and like flip the car, and as the car flips, you see, like, I was like, did a dude just shoot out of that? I was like, whoa. Exactly. Like, so I feel like that type of stuff, like if you catch it, like, is really cool. I don't know, with all these movies, I feel like they are detached from the cartoon, from what we grew up on. You know what I'm saying? Like there was funny parts in comedy in the cartoon. But Optimus Prime was always like the leader and stuff like that. I don't know if it was in one. I think it was in one. But it's like Optimus Prime is like hiding in, you know, Shia's backyard or whatever, and he steps on his mom's plants, and he's like, "Oh, my bad," you know, and it's just like it was you know, like the cliche "my bad," but I'm just like, Optimus Prime doesn't do that, you know, and then, you know, they have, in the cartoon, they have the Transformers, and they're kind of like, I feel like they're in like Nevada or like Arizona. Like they have this, they're like out, they're not in the city.
Rural area.
It's like the desert, and they like, I think it's where their ship crashed. Okay. And it's like, you know, it's out like kind of, it's like Area 51. It's like out in this like desolate area, you know, and they still live in their ship, you know, and then the Decepticons, they had their base like crashed into like the Pacific or the Atlantic or something, and they, you know, and you remember like the thing will come up and they, you know, they fly out or whatever, and it's just like, I feel like, get back to that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it's like they were in and the whole premise of Transformers was that these Transformers crashed onto Earth. And they were trying to get back to Cybertron, and the Decepticons were going to basically bleed the Earth of
his resources,
of his resources through energon cubes,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, you know, once a week,
Yeah.
the Decepticons would be like, "Oh, we're gonna go to this plant." And Starscream's like, "Hey," you know, and he flies in, and like they,
Yeah.
you know, and they start, you know, taking it. And it's like, "Mount up," and, you know,
Yeah,
Optimus and them
roll
roll out.
Yeah.
And
Love that line.
and they have like a fight scene or something, and then Jazz says something cool. He's like,
Which
blah,
I
blah,
missed.
blah.
That's something I missed about this movie. The token characters that we've grown to know and love. There was a lot of new ones in this one. There was a couple of throwbacks, which was nice because when like you see someone like Bumblebee like, emerge, you're like, oh, finally someone I know. You know?
Yeah.
You feel like you're getting back. Like it's a reunion with a friend. You're like, oh, hey man, how's it been? It's been so long. Like it's so good to see you. They had a little throwback, which was nice. The flat face truck, the Optimus. You see it in the trailer, so I'm not giving anything away. When he's like, I think we just found a transformer. So he's got the flat. A lot of people had a beef with the first one because he had it wasn't the flat face, but they had a little throwback there, which was nice. And there's so much confusion. And it reminds me of what Ben Affleck said once in Armageddon. On the set of Armageddon, he asked Michael Bay, and he was like, wait a minute, why would they spend all this money training drillers to be astronauts when they should just train the astronauts to drill? And Michael Bay's answer was, shut up. That was his answer. He was just like, shut up. Don't ask questions. You keep doing your job.
Because it's a better story. You know?
Yeah, it's just like he doesn't care about story. He wants to blow stuff up.
These gritty drillers, you know, learn to be astronauts to overcome.
True, but it's just funny. It shows Michael Bay's mentality. When it comes to the script, he's like, he probably just lets his writers sit in a room and he probably doesn't even read it. They probably just hand him like, oh, try this. And he's like, okay, whatever. We're going to blow this up. You just give the script to the actors. I don't want to see that. Just blow it up, blow it up. You know, so I enjoy that. I like Michael Bay. A lot of people hate him, but I like Michael Bay. I like Michael Bay movies. It's just this one was just more of the same. It's just more explosions. If you like Michael Bay, if you like Transformers, you're gonna like the movie.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying go. I'm gonna say go, but with extreme caution. Extreme caution on this one because it's Transformers. It needs to be seen on a big screen.
Yeah.
It's like the special effects and the whole wow factor is much better on the biggest screen possible. IMAX 3D if you can. But so like it's just be cautious because the story doesn't really.
I'm gonna give it a go too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of like a reboot,
Yeah.
and I definitely liked it. And I think the action's big. You got to check it out on a big screen.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
that's it.
We're gonna be off for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But we'll be back
So
for
sorry.
you. We'll have some. We're gonna have some cool movie news and. You know, Star Wars coming up, 25th anniversary of Batman. We're going to talk about that a little bit.
Revolutionize the industry. Okay.
And don't forget, you can check us out on WPCommunitymedia.org. Just look for the GoNoGo Show, and you can check us out. And Twitter is at GoNoGo Show, and Instagram is
at GoNoGo Movie Reviews. All one word.
There it is. All right, we'll see you real soon, guys. See ya.
Take care.